hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 89 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry bowls him over and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again to Henry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
The ball carrier.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
At the 47-yard
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. That'll be caught by Kupp.
Cole McDonald in at quarterback. His pass complete to Cooper Kupp. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald, he completes it to Henry. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
1st down, Tennessee.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Mixon with a first down carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Jackson on the tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the Titans.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans.
Complete to
Corey Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun again to Mixon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Crawford. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Taken from just outside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On 1st and 10, McDonald. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Titans.
First down carry for Henry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The Titan ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Throwing on first down. McDonald, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. And the Titans first down.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
3-yard line.
A toss right to Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Bengals 21. Titans 16.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
55, my guy, 55. I know he ain't got it. Check.
Now Burrow. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. First down, Henry, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
They go play action with McDonald. And his throw here is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. 3rd down here.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play, because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Complete. It's Henry. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down, Tennessee.
First down, McDonald, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First
down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have taken the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Titans 23. Bengals 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, that was dangerous.
Burrow's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow will throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
He was brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First down, Titans.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
McDonald's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Cooper Kupp. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's McDonald to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the pickup there.
3 yards.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the gun, McDonald. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 13.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
and have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. Rush in.
Again, it's Mixon. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Landry. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 18, right here. Alert 3.
On 3rd down, Burrow going deep down. He's got a man. Complete. The 30. 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 85 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
And 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Burrow looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
At their own.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. McDonald sets to throw, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down, and 6 yards to go.
Out of the gun, McDonald. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
It's fielded at the 45. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrap. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Throwing is McDonald. They set up the screen for Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, then show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
49-yard line.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Burrow on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
brought down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
At the 24-yard
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
On the carry.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Slam.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Khalif Raymond now. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. McDonald. Again, he targets Kupp, and this time he's got it. Past the 20 and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residence, 3 different ones a week. Cause I just It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now it's Burrow. And able to find Green. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he works free. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengals TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 44, Titans 30.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McDonald. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. From the gun, McDonald. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. It's caught by Davis. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, McDonald to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but now it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On fourth down, McDonald. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
5-yard line.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Gostkowski with the extra point. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second and 11 now. Mixon on the toss right. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain